What's up? It's Ron DZ Rondell. West Coast. I'm always West Coast. Me, once again, his own. A rap legend from the East Coast. A New Yorker. DMX is fighting for his life right now. That brother suffered a heart attack due to a drug overdose. And he's on life support right now, fighting for his life, man. And I know he's had a problem with addiction for a while, but a guy with that kind of money, he can overdo it. You know, this happened to Rick James. It happened to several others, Michael Jackson. It can be cocaine. It can be painkillers, whatever you're doing. Prescription, drugs, whatever kind of medication. If you overdo it, it can take you out of here. I pray that brother comes out of that coma and get back to where he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? He was a dope artist. I wasn't a DMX fan, but I like his song "Party Up." That one that goes, "Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, up in here." That was my shit. I got that song in my iPad and my phone. You know what I'm saying? And DMX, he had a lot of spunk to him, man. You know what I'm saying? He would get in depth, in the conversation. He always gave good interviews. He was a good interview. That brother, man, if it gets to the point where he can't establish a conversation anymore, you know what I'm saying, where the doctors would tell the family that he may not know his 1, 2, 3s or his ABCs and shit like that, I would withdraw him from life support immediately and let him go to heaven. I wouldn't want to see that brother like that. You know what I'm saying? He'll be suffering. So he's got to fight his way back like a champion. You know what I'm saying? I think he will come out of this coma. He's in a vegetative state right now, still in the hospital somewhere in New York. But I had this thought in my head. I was like, you place DMX in the West Coast, where I'm from, in Cali. If he was just out there, West Coast brother would be looking at it, be like, oh, that's that dude right there. That's that New Yorker. Listen to that nigga voice. Listen at it. He'd be like, what's up, buddy? What's on the agenda today? You know what I'm saying? We'll be looking at that nigga going, that's that New York nigga. Listen at it. Oh, man. He had a distinctive voice. But he's not the only one with that type of voice, man. I remember I was doing the physical for a job here in southern Utah when I first got here. And I was just sitting in the clinic, waiting for the nurse to call me. And it was this Puerto Rican dude that was in his early 50s. He was sitting to the left of me, like 2 seats over. And I was watching Leonard vs. Hearns Part 1 on my phone. And that motherfucker just became a fucking chatty patty, talking, running his mouth. And he said to me, where you from? I know you're not from here, Utah. Like that. And I was like, I'm from California. And he's like, what you watching? What you listening to? And I was like, I'm watching boxing. He's like, yeah, my wife teaches boxing. And he said, I'm from New York. Like that. That nigga sounds just like DMX. He was a Puerto Rican brother. And he's like, yeah, my wife, she teaches boxing, women's boxing. Y'all should hook up. Y'all should link up. Give me a number like that. And he said, I'm a truck driver and all this shit, right? So I gave a nigga my number and shit. I was new to Utah. I was like, okay, that'll give me something to do because I don't have any friends here but just my girl and her kids. So I get that nigga my number. He never called me. But he had that New York slick tongue. She going, yeah. He was being a bit intrusive while I was trying to watch my Leonard Hearns video on my phone. I saw that nigga again like 9 months later in Big 5 here with his wife. She was fine too. She was a Latina. They were a Big 5. He was just rambling, talking some crazy shit to her and saying, "No, the boys, they need this." So I was kind of like ducking and hiding from that nigga. I was like, "Oh hell no, not again." Anyways, I hope DMX has a full recovery, man. Hell yeah, West Coast.